in for it. You are going to hear from some strong, phenomenal Black women.
Hello everyone, my name is Carol Mundley. Welcome to Sisters for Hope. Sisters for Hope, Canada Incorporated.
Today we acknowledge the land that I am standing on and that we are all standing on is the traditional territory of many nations including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. We acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. We also acknowledge all treaties people, including those who came here as settlers, as migrants, either in this generation or in generations past, and to those of us who came here involuntarily, particularly as a result of the transatlantic slave trade. Today, we pay tribute to the ancestors of those of African origin and descent. Juliet, over to you.
Thank you, Nicole. Hello, my name is Juliet Grant, and I am the co-founder of Sisters for Hope. Sisters for Hope was created to support and engage Black women within the marginalized community. I found that even though that Black women on a whole are strong and resilient, I wanted to be that voice to advocate for them through supporting them with resources and education.
Thank you, Juliet. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Nicole. Listen, you are in for it. You are going to hear from some strong, phenomenal Black women from Sisters for Hope. So let's start right away. I'm Christine Macklin, but I would like to ask a question of the amazing directors. Why are you a part of Sisters for Hope? So let's start with Fabian.
Hi, everyone. My name is Fabian Coleman, and I chose to be a part of Sisters for Hope because I wanted to exercise my own part in creating a space that fosters the awareness of Black women's true reality. Also educate with an intention of building and act in response to what we've learned so we can see tangible changes to the issues of Black women in Canada.
Thank you so much. Can I ask that question of Allison? Allison, why are you a part of Sisters for Hope?
I decided to join Sisters for Hope because I wanted to lend my support, my voice to the issues that affect Black women in Canada. I think that Black women here, there's a lot of obstacles and challenges to this day that we still face. And I wanted to lend whatever resources and help that I could to help empower and to bring voice to them.
Thank you, Allison. Joan.
Hello, everyone. I've always been a community advocate. It started as a youth in youth groups in Jamaica. So it has always been a part of me. So it was kind of an easy decision to get involved with Sisters for Hope, because as a Black woman, our struggles is more than one-fold. And you reach a point sometimes where you're just saying enough is enough. And I want to do what I can to make sure that I can help and support and uplift Black women as well as Black men and youth in my community. Because yes, we're focusing on Black women, but guess what? Don't forget that Black men and the youths are also going through a lot of oppression. And so that is basically my focus. I'm sick and tired of the talk, and no action. So I make sure that I basically do something. I take some action. So that's my reason for being a part of Sisters for Hope.
Thank you. Juliet, can you give us why being a part of Sisters of Hope is so important?
Being part of Sisters for Hope is important because I realize that I can make a difference. I can, whatever resources that that I have, I can share it with the woman around me. I can also share it with the families, the children of Black women. So it is important to me that I'm able to offer some kind of respite, services, and resources to the Black woman and their family.
Thank you so much. Suzette?
More and more women are going through life challenges on their own, and in the sense of social, health, and economical. And we want to do something about that because it is not the government's responsibility to educate and grow our communities. It is our responsibility. And I feel that Sisters for Hope acknowledges that reality and is taking that responsibility. I remember a few days ago, I was in a meeting and someone from another community I was interviewing, he actually said to me that about 500 of them were strategically planning to infiltrate certain industries in order to further their community. And that just confirms to me that unless you come with a focus and a specific approach, our community is still going to be lacking. And so we want to be able to empower the Black woman. To me, Sisters for Hope is going to be that inspiration that we need to take the ladies to the next level. And so that is what I'm looking forward to.
I think a lot of sisters are going to look forward to Sisters for Hope and the work we're going to do. It's going to be amazing. And we're going to definitely encourage more sisters to be a part of the movement. So, Anne, can I ask you, why are you a part of Sisters for Hope?
Well, simply put, I was drawn to the vision. The vision reflected my own values, the work and the things that I focus on day to day. Not to mention the amazing group of sisters, diverse sisters that I now have working together for a common cause, supporting and uplifting other women, and in particular, Black women, either during challenging times or in optimizing their potential or achieving their goals. That's what led me to be a part of Sisters for Hope. I'm so pleased to be on this journey. The notion of supporting the elevation or the uplifting of others continues to motivate me. For me, one aim for this journey is to make the journey for others, including ourselves, smoother, and in situations less burdensome for people who deal with challenges that accompany the intersections of race, gender, and historical trauma. And for some families, these intersections are further layered with other issues such as mental illnesses and substance abuse. And so I know fundamentally the work we do, it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a day. We're certainly not going to do it alone, but we must begin, and we must begin together and take small actions and bold actions to mix with our hope to further our agenda.
Thank you, Anne. I think it's really amazing that you hit that point about not doing it alone. So Carol, you and Juliet are the reason why all of these phenomenal women and myself are a part of Sisters for Hope. And clearly you saw that one Black woman, two Black women can't do this alone. So I'm gonna ask you, why did you create Sisters for Hope, and why is it important to you?
Thank you very much, Christine, for that. And you know, I couldn't have said it any better from what I've heard from all the other women before. But the one thing that was the driving force for us, actually looking at this vision of being there to support Black women, we, from childbirth, we recognize that if you elevate, if you lift one woman up, it trickles down in every direction possible. It reaches everyone in the family, everyone in the extended community. So for us, ensuring that the Black women who are always disproportionately supported and they're impacted in many ways, they're more disenfranchised than anyone else. We know when they fight and when they work and they gain support for anything, every other community benefit from us. Every other community benefit from what Black women have accomplished. And we know through history, it has been proven time and time again that within workplaces, within the labor movement, Black women are always the first one putting their hands up. However, they're always the ones who are left behind. So when I look through my community and I constantly see women carrying that armor of pain in their faces. For me, my one promise to myself is I must be either part of that problem or I have to be part of the solution to change that dynamic, to change the status quo. Because again, as Black women, we have much, so very much to share and to accomplish. But again, we can't do it alone. We can never do it alone. We need the community at large to be there supporting us. We need the community to provide us provide resources that we are always lacking in, and we need support from, it doesn't matter who it is, we need support from the greater community and each other. So that is for me, that's one of the vision, that's one of the realities of why it is that we actually started this organization.
And you are so humble, Carol. I need to give you a shout out too as one of the 100 most accomplished Canadian Black women in 2020. So I want to say thank you for doing this. And the words you said are so, so true. And another very accomplished Black woman that we definitely want to hear from, Nicole. Why are you a part of Sisters for Hope?
Well, one of the reasons I'm a part of Sisters for Hope is the phenomenal woman who just spoke. It's because of Carol. Meeting Carol, and over the last, little while, we formed a really good sisterhood, and seeing her passion for what she does. So when she said to me, Nicole, would you consider being a part of Sisters for Hope? I didn't even think about it. I didn't even really look at my calendar. I probably should have, but I didn't, because when Carol calls, you just answer. And the other part of it, understanding just the name Sisters for Hope, because without hope, the people perish. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. And we as women have been, especially Black women, have been leading while bleeding and feeling hopeless. And we're not healing. And we need to heal better as a community. And the group of women that we have together right now, one of the things is we already inspire hope in each other, just in our meetings and in our conversations. And as was said earlier, it's time for action. And partnerships with other women's groups and other organizations, so that we together united can uplift our sisters, uplift one another. And as its saying goes, I am not just my sister's keeper, I am my sister. And for that reason, I am proud and honored to be a part of this group of women that are inspiring me just by what each and every one of them are doing. And as I learn more and more about each and one of them, they inspire me and they have given me hope even in the days that I've already felt depleted. So when the forces see who they are and they hear what we're going to do, man, hope is going to be inspired and no heart is going to be sick anymore. So this is why Sisters for Hope. And now, Christine, let me ask you, why are you a part of Sisters for Hope?
Well, everyone just heard. Listen to the phenomenal strength in each Black diverse woman that just spoke. I mean, one thing for me is, as Black women, we're expected to be strong 24/7. And let's not make the mistake, we are very strong. We are very resilient. But society thinks that that should be the situation with everything. And when I look at the definition of resilience, to recover quickly from difficulties, systemic racism, the gender inequalities, all of the injustices that Black women have faced historically, we can't just recover so quickly. Each of us have our stories. Each of us have struggled. Each of us have fallen down, but each of us have been there for each other to lift each other up. And for me, that's exactly what Sisters for Hope is. It's about supporting each other and lifting each other up and not competing with each other. Like, society only can make room for one Black woman, because you know why? Because the group of us are going to lead and change this world and really make it what needs to happen. And if Black women are successful and we thrive, then globally, every population will do more than survive. They will thrive along with us. So I'm just happy. I just love each and every one of you. And I mean, I'm so looking forward to all the women that are watching this online and saying, hey, I want to be a part of it. So please listen for more. And we will be describing and discussing who we are as women in a little bit.